KHOU 11 News at 5:30 starts now.
Right now on KHOU, it's countdown to Game 1 of a Texas showdown. The Astros facing off against the Rangers in the ALCS. What you need to know before first pitch tonight. And a shooting at the State Fair leaves 3 people hurt. The precautions now being taken to keep people safe.
As Israel prepares for a ground invasion of Gaza, aerial attacks continue on both sides. I'm Bradley Blackburn with more on how the U.S. is trying to contain the conflict.
But up first tonight, we are less than 2 hours away from first pitch. The Astros taking on the Rangers in Game 1 of the ALCS. This is a live look over Minute Maid Park, where the roof will be closed for tonight's game. And before tonight's game, there will be a lot of action going on. HPD Officer Kiana Nelson will sing the national anthem. Hall of Famer Craig Biggio will throw out the ceremonial first pitch. And then Houston rapper Paul Wall and comedian Mo Amer will give the play ball call. First pitch is at 7:15. Our KHOU 11 sports team is at Minute Maid Park with a preview.
Hello again, this is Matt Musil along with Zach Tawatari. We are at Minute Maid Park, leading up to Game 1 of the ALCS, Texas Rangers, Houston Astros. Man, this is going to be fun here tonight.
Heavyweight matchup of the AL West rivals and battle for Texas, Matty.
Oh, I love it. I love that. But before we talk about tonight's baseball matchup, we've got to talk some football because our local NFL team put one in the W column. They are now 3-3 on the season, thanks to a 20-13 win over the New Orleans Saints. Both of us watched this one intently because it got hairy there at the end. What are your thoughts following this?
Well, they came out with the W. That's the most important thing, Matty. And C.J. Stroud throws his first NFL interception. We thought we'd never see the day. No, we knew it was coming at some point, but hey, they got the fumble recovery back right after that, so that kind of helped. And I've been impressed with the way he's improved between downs in every single game this season, making better reads. His footwork looks clean, and he looks like he's confident.
You know, after that pick, it's interesting you point that out because I think it was a jolt to his system. I think he was kind of being a little bit too careful, and then he threw it right to a guy. I mean, a linebacker just dropped in coverage, threw it right to it. It was after that he was on point the rest of the game. The defense stepped up and made some plays, got the interception late. But like I say, it was hairy. But hey, it's a win, 3-3 on the season. Congratulations to the Texans. All right, let's see if the baseball team can get a win tonight. And we've got a good matchup here tonight for starters.
Great matchup. I wouldn't call it a battle of aces. I mean, you've got one ace, Justin Verlander for the Astros, and Jordan Montgomery, well, he's pitched like an ace at times, but Verlander's coming in with 19 innings, only have given up 1 run in his last 3 starts, and that includes 1 postseason win. You know what they say, Matty, you got to ride the hot hand in October, and this is why you got the guy. And
Montgomery's a lefty, so Bruce Bochy is hoping he can negate a little bit of the power in that left-handed lineup, the left-handed batters that the Astros have. I don't know because they hit very well against left-handed pitchers. Me personally, I'm hoping for like a 2-hour, 15-minute game, low scoring. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do know that this place will be rocking here tonight.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, you've got a lot of fans traveling. I remember being at that series in Arlington about a month ago. There were a lot of Astros fans there, and you can expect a lot of Rangers fans to be here at Minute Maid Park tonight.
I think the Astros win it tonight and take Game 1. What do you think happens?
Well, that's certainly the hope. I mean, if you get Game 1 in hand, they're going to have a lot of confidence going into tomorrow night and then those 3 games in Arlington. So certainly the way you'd want to start if you're the Astros.
And of course, win or lose, we will be talking about this coming up on Sports Extra tonight. That show starts around 10:30. We're not sure because of NFL football, but we will talk with you then. Jason Bristol, of course, will be in studio along with Jeremy Booth, our analyst. He'll be in studio also talking about this baseball game. That's it for now, and so we will send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, guys. Should be a fun one. KHOU 11 is your game headquarters. Just text the word Astros to 713-526-1111, and we'll text you back with links on all things Stros. Now, it's a perfect day for all of these games, but it is a little cooler out. Pat, how are we looking for the rest of the evening as people make their way to Minute Maid Park?
Now listen, was this an accident on a cool day that we're showing penguins?
I don't know why we were showing penguins there, but...
Was that done on purpose? All right, yeah, so it is going to be cool if you're headed to the game. If you're going, maybe not to the game, but you're going to a friend's house, a bar, whatever, to watch the game. I would maybe pack a jacket, a sweatshirt, a sweater, something, because, even though temperatures will be around 70 for the game start time, by the time you're getting home, temperatures will have dropped about 5 to 10 degrees already. So temperatures will drop fast tonight once the sun goes down, and we are going to see a couple more cool days here before things warm up towards the end of the week. Live look there, just tons of sunshine, 74. That's as good as we did today with that sunshine, almost 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 72 now at Bush, already in the upper 60s for Conroe and Livingston, 70 for Liberty, Mont Belvieu, 72 on the island, and 73 down towards Sugar Land and Wharton. So just a gorgeous day out there. Any clouds stayed well off to the east today. High pressure still in charge up to the north. That will slide in our direction, though, later on in the week. And as that happens, the wind will start to die down. Pretty blustery day today. It will turn calmer tonight, and then that means that temperatures turn chilly in a hurry. Low to mid 50s for a lot of us as we wake up tomorrow morning, with upper 40s farther north. Tomorrow, then, will be the coolest day of the week. We will struggle to make it to 70 degrees, even with unobstructed sunshine. And then that high comes in for Tuesday. I think the wind really starts to die down then, but it's another cool day with high temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Frost advisories and freeze warnings again up towards the Panhandle, where they woke up to temperatures in the 30s this morning. That's because that high that I just showed you, that's an area of Canadian high pressure. It's got all that cold Canadian air locked up with it. As that high moves south later this week, we will see some of those colder temperatures, not lows in the 30s, but upper 40s. It'll be the first time that we've seen a temperature that cold in the city since March 20th, and that also puts us ahead of schedule for when we typically see our first numbers below the 50-degree mark. Typically, that happens on October 21st, so we're running about 5 degrees ahead of schedule for there. Maybe the cool weather's not your thing. We are going to see above normal temperatures return, I think, as we get to the end of the month. Does that mean it's going to be a heat wave? No, but I do think it is going to be back with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s instead of 70s for your highs. Until then, though, we've got fall, and it is here, at least for the next few days. 52 in the city. We will see 40s north and east tomorrow. It is a struggle to hit 70. With 70 being the actual high, that means most of the day we will be in the upper 60s. So a real fall chill with lots of sunshine. There's a 7-day forecast. So we go from 70 tomorrow to 73 as we get into Tuesday, back to 80 then on Wednesday. So that's when we start to see some warmer weather move in. We're finally back above normal on Thursday. We took out the rain chance for Thursday. Last few days it looks like we were going to see maybe a chance for a few showers Thursday. Right now models are really starting to back off of that possibility. It's a very weak front that comes through. It'll knock us from the upper 80s back down to the low 80s. So not much of a change in terms of temperature, but just gorgeous weather here as we go through the upcoming week. Marcelino, again, a couple cool mornings as we get into the start of the week before we warm things up mid to late week into the weekend.
All right, Pat, thank you. Breaking right now, actress Suzanne Somers, who played Chrissy Snow on Three's Company, has died. Somers had breast cancer for over 23 years. She was 76 years old, and she would have turned 77 tomorrow. Somers' publicist says her husband, son, and other family were with her when she passed. A search is underway for a suspect in a deadly shooting in a Whataburger parking lot. This happened just before midnight at the location just off of I-45, in Lamarck. Police say when they arrived, they found a man dead in the parking lot. Another man was found with a gunshot wound on his leg. No word on what led up to that shooting. The State Fair of Texas delayed its opening today because of last night's shooting. The fairgrounds were evacuated last night after 3 people were shot near the food court. The victims are expected to be okay, and police arrested the suspect, 22-year-old Cameron Turner. Fair attendees described the scary ordeal.
I mean, we were just going through my mind was just we had kids and getting my husband, getting us all out of the way. And I trusted that my daughters are smart enough that they would take care of themselves, and they got out of the way. And then we just took a while to find everybody. But yeah, so it's pretty scary. Yeah.
The fair is asking everyone to stay aware. Fair officials also say all shows, attractions, and concerts are continuing as scheduled. Now to the war between Israel and Hamas as tensions continue to grow. In less than 30 minutes, there will be a candlelight vigil tonight at this community of at Father King's Dome Cathedral to show support for Israel. Several faith leaders and elected officials will be in attendance. Now, the number of dead continues to rise. Israel's military says more than 1,300 are dead. And in Gaza, officials say more than 2,600 are dead. CBS correspondent Bradley Blackburn takes a look at the ongoing tension.
Just over a week into the war, Israel says deadly airstrikes on Gaza are designed to hit maximum terrorists and minimum civilians. Israel ordered residents to move south for their safety as IDF troops prepare for an expected ground invasion. With the humanitarian crisis starting to sweep across Gaza, people are lining up for water. Food, fuel, and medical supplies are also in dangerously short supply after Israel cut off deliveries.
The United States will work with Israel, the United Nations, Egypt, Jordan, and other countries to do all that we can to ensure the protection of civilians and that those civilians have access to the basic necessities of food and water, of shelter, of medicine.
At the same time, Hamas's rocket barrages show no signs of letting up, forcing people in Tel Aviv and across Israel to run for cover. U.S. warships are standing by in the region in case U.S. military support is needed and to serve as a warning to prevent the conflict from expanding.
Not to provoke anyone, but to send a very clear message of deterrence, that no one should do anything that widens this conflict in any way, or that furthers aggression against Israel from any other direction.
For Sunday night's 60 Minutes, Scott Pelley asked President Biden whether the U.S. can take on wars in Ukraine and the Middle East at the same time.
We can take care of both of these and still maintain our overall international defense. We have the capacity to do this, and we have an obligation to.
Meanwhile, Israeli leaders say they're doing whatever they can to rescue hostages Hamas forced into Gaza during its horrific attack on Israel. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
We're going to be staying on top of this for quite some time. For continuing coverage, including local events happening in our area, just head to KHOU.com. Breast Cancer Awareness Month continues with events across the city. In Acres Homes today, dozens walked together to end breast cancer. Galilee Missionary Baptist Church held the walk for its 4th year in a row. The Harris County Constable's Office of Precinct 1 also participated. The walk included cancer survivors and families of women impacted. That includes Erica Davis. She hopes the walk inspires others to get screened for breast cancer.
We all need to make sure that we get checked. And cancer doesn't have a race or an ethnicity. It's something that we can unify together and bring awareness to because it impacts all.
According to the American Cancer Society, breast cancer death rates are highest among Black women. For more information about getting screened, go to cancer.org. Very important cause there.
Yeah.
And the weather will participate tonight, right, for that Astros game?
Weather's going to be nice. It's going to be chilly, but it will be nice.
All right. That's going to do it for us at 5:30. Remember, you can get 24/7 updates on KHOU.com, plus stream us anytime using that app. We'll see you back here at 10. Go Astros.